Whira mai tātou I runga o te kāranga o te rā, ko huhumaina e tātou mo tēnei rā whakahirihira. No mai, piki mai rā, kake mai ki rara o te tuanui o tēnei whare, tēnei o tau tātou whare. Mauria mai te waiora ora ki tēnei tokorua, ki enei hōrangatira, ki enei taonga o te rā. Tēnā rā tātou ngā tini whanaunga, ngā hoa arohaina o enei. Ka huri ngā whakaro ki ngā whānau me ngā hapu me ki ngā iwi take o Tāmaki Makaurau. He mihi ki a rātou, no rātou te mana, e ngā karangatanga maha tēnā koutou. We acknowledge the tangata whenua of this corner of the island of Aotearoa. We acknowledge their manaakitanga to us who followed in later years. And on behalf of the guardians of this house, the Unitarian Church of Auckland, you are warmly welcomed to this special place. Welcome, welcome, we are here. Welcome to each of you as you've come to honour this couple as they publicly, formally, religiously, legally, and heart-wise, most of all, commit themselves to each other. We'll find out who's in the house in a moment, but just to introduce myself, I'm Tim Howard, an independent wedding celebrant and friend of Rachel and Clay, privileged to be asked to take up this role on their wedding day. I ask you, friends, to stand to welcome the bride. Please be seated. First, welcome Isabel, star of the show, Sophie, Andrea, and Betsy, but most particularly, welcome Clay, Rachel Clay, on your special day, and to this, one of your community's special places. It's a bit funny welcoming you to your own place, but you get it. This crowd is very pleased to welcome you here for your day. But first, if you pause, I want to find out who's in the room, because it's quite a crowded room, standing room only. Obviously the place to be in Auckland this afternoon. So I wonder, the traditional way of doing this is saying yo when you, or equivalent, when your category of person is called out. Is that all right? So, family of Rachel and Clay. Could you just say yo? Yo. Yo. Yeah, they're a pretty awesome place. Could try it again? Yo! Sorry, that was a bit loud. Jennifer, particular welcome to you as Rachel's mum. Tēnā koe. Tēnā koe. Old friends of Rachel, there's three of her primary school friends here, but those who've known her for yonks, long time. Yo. Yo. I think there's more. Yo. Yo. Okay. New friends of recent years who've known friends of Rachel and Clay. Please. Yo. Oh. Unitarian community, our hosts here today. Yo. A lot of them. Union friends. Yo. And this may cover everybody. Friends and family, friends of Clay and Rachel, all of us. Yo. Welcome to all, and on your behalf, may I welcome this couple to their day. Friends, we've come together in this holy place today to watch as these two join together in marriage. And what a blessing to be present at this special moment when they join their lives into a shared life, bringing all that each are to a union greater than either of them alone. And so each of us, from our own wells of joy and hardship, we each bring homes and hopes and prayers for them for a strong, tender, and deeply committed marriage. There's something wonderful about the weddings of young people who in love and hope and energy and passion choose each other, not knowing where that will lead. There's something unique about a couple a decade or two older who choose with knowledge and experience and love and hope to come together. You can see something of that knowing between these two in the photos on the brochure you have, especially in that shining photo on the front, which I gather was taken on your engagement day. It just radiates, and it says you. So Rachel Janet Mackintosh and Calvin Clayton Nelson, may you enter into this marriage in wholeness of spirit and with the support and love of this gathered community. And I'm going to invite you in a moment to light the chalice. From my understanding, lighting the chalice is a beautiful ritual of the Unitarian Church, dating an echo of older rituals that track back some 500 years or so. The ritual comes out of times of darkness and war, and particularly out of people's hopes and intention to bring light into the darkness that's around us. That sounds like a perennial. And this lighting begins all Unitarian services as we do today. So light this flame as a symbol of the fire of your love, providing warmth for all those who draw close. May its shine make the world a brighter place. Kia ora. I now invite Nina, Kuri, to read for us from the Velveteen Rabbit, Archery Williams' Velveteen Rabbit. Kia ora, Nina.
Thank you, Tim. You look beautiful, Rachel. Clay, you're okay too, but... What is real? Asked the rabbit one day, when they were lying side by side in the nursery fender before Nana came to tidy the room. Does it mean having things that buzz inside you and a stick-out handle? No, real isn't how you're made, said the skin horse. It's a thing that happens to you. When a child loves you for a long, long time, not just to play with, but really loves you, then you become real. Does it hurt? Asked the rabbit. Sometimes, said the skin horse, for he was always truthful. But when you are real, you don't mind being hurt. Does it happen all at once, like being wound up? He asked, or bit by bit? No, it doesn't happen all at once, said the skin horse. You become. It takes a long time. That's why it doesn't happen often to people who break easily, or have sharp edges, or who have to be carefully kept. Generally, by the time you are real, most of your hair has fallen off. Your eyes drop out. You get loose in your joints and very shabby. It all gets loved off. But these things don't matter at all, because once you are real, you can't be ugly, except to people who don't understand.
Sophie, I invite you to come and sing for us the wedding song. Are we there? Thank you, Sophie. Joyce. Walt Whitman says, I give you my hand I give you my love more precious than stones. I give you myself before preaching your law. Will you give me yourself? Will you come travel with me? Shall we stick by each other as long as we live? So as we come to the vows, the heart of this wedding, knowing how precious it is for somebody to offer themselves and be received by another as they are, I come and ask Rachel and Clay, have you carefully considered the sacredness of the obligations assumed in marriage?
We have.
Cool. Do you feel assured that you are prepared to enter into this holy covenant?
We do.
Repeat the question.
Do you feel assured to enter? We did have this discussion yesterday. Clay, do you take Rachel to be your lawfully wedded wife, to live together with constancy and devotion?
I do.
Rachel, do you take Clay to be your lawfully wedded husband, to live together with constancy and devotion?
I do.
Come behind you. So I now invite you to make your vows to each other.
Rachel, I love you with all I am and hope to be. I promise to talk to you and to listen. I promise to be with you as you are and will be, to love you, comfort you, and honor you all the days of our life.
Clay, I love you with all I am and hope to be. I promise to talk to you and to listen. I promise to be with you as you are and as you will be, to love you, comfort you, and honour you for all of our lives together.
These vows don't happen in a vacuum, but within a community of family and friends and more. So I ask you all to please stand. And as Rachel's and Clay's family and friends, do you support their marriage with joy, love, and optimism? We do. Thank you. Please be seated. The rings. The ring is worn on the third finger because of an ancient Greek belief that a vein from that finger is connected directly to the heart, thus symbolizing the depth and sincerity of love. May your ring always be a symbol of the unbroken circle of love. Love freely given has no beginning and no ending. Love freely given has no giver and no receiver. You are each the giver and each the receiver. May your rings always call to mind the freedom and power of this love. The ring is lovely when you give it, when you receive it, and when your lover wears it. So Rachel, you may give Clay this ring.
Clay, I give you this ring as a sign of my love and commitment.
Clay.
Rachel, I give you this ring as a sign of my love and commitment.
You may have heard of the expression tying the knot. It seems that it comes from hand fasting ceremonies that Celtic and Western European communities, cultures had. Was used for betrothals and weddings, signifying the joining, the promises, the love. So at this time, we'll do the hand fasting with the couple's right hands joined with the stole. Rachel and Clay, in the presence of your family and friends, and in the holy mystery we call love, you've consented to marriage by the exchanging of vows and the giving and receiving of rings. So I now pronounce you a husband and wife, wife and husband. Go forward from this moment, sharing that love with each other, with family and friends, and with the stranger in our midst. May your love make the world a kinder, gentle place. And invite you to show your approval, folks. We'll now sign the wedding license. Rachel and Clay with Andrea and Betsy as witnesses, signing on behalf of all you all. Meanwhile, as you'll see in the brochure, a koha will be taken for the work of the Auckland Unitarian Peace and Social Justice Committee and for Union Aid. Union Aid's a charity working to alleviate poverty and achieve workers' justice in Asia and the Pacific, supporting workers and their families, supporting union development, supporting workers and their cooperatives. So Gary and Brenda and Jonathan, I think, will be moving around you to receive contributions for these causes. Meanwhile, we'll step back to sign the wedding documents. We extinguish now the flame of the chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, the fire of commitment, or the love that Rachel and Clay share for each other and those who surround and support them this day. It's a moving feast. Rachel and Clay, may the love which has brought you together continue to grow and enrich your lives, bringing peace and inspiration to each of you and to all those who know you. May you meet with courage the problems which arise to challenge you. May you meet with strength the troubles that beset you. May your marriage be one of ever-growing depth, meaning and development because of the sympathy, understanding and love which you give to one another in the life you share. And Clay, Rachel, you may now seal your marriage with a kiss. So before the couple process out, I'd ask Sissy to come forward, is that right? Timing? MC of the evening, just to make some announcements.
Warm greetings to you all. My name is Sissy. I'm going to be your host when we go down to the reception. So you can amble down there, take your time in this heat. We want you to arrive in good condition, or you can drive your car. There's a lot of parking behind St Columba venue. It's number 40 Vermont Street. I'll be there. There'll be bubbles waiting, alcoholic and non-alcoholic. But please make sure you're there and seated by 5:30. I look forward to greeting you all.
Kia ora, Sissy. What an invitation. So let us in a moment stand to as the couple and their eminent crew move on. And thanks to Ross for the musician. Got you under my skin.
I've got you under my skin. I've got you in the heart of me. So deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I've tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair never would go so well. Sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near. In spite of a warning voice that comes in the night and repeats the words in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win.
It's over there, near Shireen. See Shireen's around here, straight ahead. See Bill? Then Shireen is
Scrub up pretty well. They scrub up. Thank you. That's a great idea. Great idea. I'm not just a pretty face.